Chad Gimbel, Blooming Prairie football coach on the KRFO Coaches Show, Blooming Prairie Coaches Show, brought to you by Olympic Fire Protection. The big rivalry game last night, games against Bethlehem Academy are always heated as far as you guys meet in the playoffs quite a few times, and good to play them here during the regular season, even as the schedule switches around a little bit. But BA is a pretty good team, it looks like, a 28-12 win over Blooming Prairie last night. And Chad, what was the story of the ballgame?
Well, you go and look at the game, and all games are won and lost up front. And last night we feel we lost the battle up front, and we need to get better on the offensive and defensive lines. We were getting to our blocks. We weren't sustaining our blocks. Just watching a little bit of film this morning, our offensive linemen are getting to the inside to get up to the linebackers, and then their D tackles are able to get off and get into tackles or get in on the tackle and close up the hole. So we just need to sustain on the D linemen and get off the linebackers as the linebackers scrape to us. And then on our defensive line, we just got beat. They went 0 line splits, and we weren't able to get into the gaps with our D linemen, so we weren't able to get any penetration. And then, outside backers, we just weren't sitting quite right. We're giving lanes, and then a lot of times our linebackers are over pursuing, they're cutting back at us. So we gave up a lot of yards rushing, and a lot of that came up front. We got beat up in the front 6 guys, and that just kind of, got the ball rolling for them, and got the momentum going their way. And our kids played hard and put the effort out there, but it's things that are correctable. We just need to do the little things better. We're not very big on the offensive and defensive line, so that's where technique is going to be so important for us from this point going forward.
To make those corrections and get better on the line, how difficult or what kind of adjustments? How do you approach that in practice to improve on that part of the game?
It's so much with technique and just steps. Just your first 2 steps are so important, especially in the offensive line. On the defensive line, it's just getting the guys to stay lower and fire out and run their feet. Kids have a tendency when they're getting double teamed to start just putting their feet in the ground and stop their feet and dig the cleats in. Well, you just get on skates, you just start rolling backwards. You got to keep your feet running and things like that. But
St. Clair comes to Blooming next Friday night. What's your preview, and what do you know about the Cyclones?
Not a whole lot. I tell you, these first 3 weeks have just been a whirlwind, and we're just trying to stay focused on ourselves and get ourselves better. Cheating a little bit, looking at a little bit of video. One of our guys was earlier in the week, and they run option from a spread look, a lot of read option, I think, and a lot of speed option. So they got one guy, deep press quarterback, and then move him to halfback. That's a pretty good athlete that we'll need to make sure we contain. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot about them.
Well, Chad, a whole week, of course, to get ready for next Friday night's game with St. Clair. Good luck in those efforts, and thank you for your time this morning.
All right, thanks a lot, Roy.
All right, Chad Gimbel, Blooming Prairie football. It was 28-12 Bethlehem Academy last night in a Cat Country broadcast.